you were talking about your career and the last 20 years and all the things that kind of have made you who you are at this point in time. And your work with our CIO as chief of staff, preparing you for this role. But what about you and you kind of from a Gail Burgos personal standpoint has prepared you for this role? I see a lot of passion in you around diversity and inclusion and for our employees and team members and for doing this for the business and for the industry. So what personally kind of brings you to this place where you say this is important to me?
I definitely, I guess, looking back at myself and my upbringing and where I come from and how I was raised, that plays a huge part into, of course, who I am today. I'll share with you briefly that my father once took me to a baseball Hall of Fame, and there in the entrance was a mural of Jackie Robinson. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember how old I was. I might have been maybe 8, 9. And of course, had heard about all these historically famous Black figures, both from sports and music and arts and things of that nature. He was always making sure that I knew my history. And so he stood me before this mirror and he said, "Who do you see, young lady?" And I said, I started rattling off, well, that's Jackie Robinson. And he was the first, African-American into the baseball league. And he said, "No, young lady, what you see before you is a leader." He said he was the right person to take on this role. And he was selected not because of his athleticism. There was a lot of other African Americans that was talented and had the skills and the build to be a great baseball player. But he was selected because of his leadership ability. And that's what made him great. And so that stuck with me. Now, I lost my father when I was 17, before I graduated from high school. But I often now in my life reflect back to some of the things that he shared with me. And that was one. And so while I attest, I guess, the different roles and things that I have gone through here at TSYS, I still look at myself as having a passion and having a gift for people, having the ability to influence and to connect with them, regardless whether I'm inside this wall or outside. I do a great deal, of course, in my church, also in my community, even in my family. So that role that I play, it never changes. It's pretty steady. And so if I look back at what is my gift and what is my purpose, is to lead and to love people.